Hey everyone, this is Anish at Black Bull Markets. Welcome to the webinar for our TradingView session, learning the must-know tips, tricks, and all things involved with TradingView. We're going to be taking the next half an hour or so to discuss TradingView, our integration with TradingView, and how to customize your charts, how to follow asset ideas, customize a market watch window, draw some indicators, look at risk to reward ratio, and basically all of the main functionalities that we would think you would need as a trader entering or you starting to use TradingView. The webinar isn't officially meant to start for 4 minutes or so, so feel free to ask any questions at this time, and also we'll reserve a Q&A session for the end of the webinar. As the webinar is about to begin, we will just quickly go through how to connect your trading account with Black Bull Markets. So Black Bull Markets, we've been integrated with TradingView now for the past 2 or 3 months. And what this essentially allows you to do is to connect your TradingView account with your Black Bull Markets or as a Black Bull Markets trading account using the interface of TradingView to place trades, manage trades, and monitor trades as well at the same time, as well as using the whole TradingView interface to your as an all-in one-stop shop. Typically, before brokers were able to integrate into TradingView, they would have to you would have to use TradingView as an analytical tool, and then your brokerage account as a secondary tool. What we're going to do just before this, I'm going to disable my right here. We'll just show you how to connect your account. So what you do is you click through onto your trading panel. There's 2 ways to get your trading panel. You can either find it from the bottom toolbar of TradingView, or you can simply click the order panel button there, and that automatically opens up your account. You should be able to find Black Bull Markets from the top toolbar. If you haven't found Black Bull Markets there, you can click See All Brokers and then connect your account. But we're going to connect with our Black Bull Markets trading account here, and I'm going to log into my account with Black Bull Markets. So 40, you enter your login ID and your password for the account. Now, if you don't have a login ID or password, you would have to go to your Black Bull Markets client area, your secure client area with Black Bull Markets, and create a trading account. Once you've created a trading account, you'll be able to generate a login and password. So we're connecting, and might take a bit of time just on the first time you're connecting your account. While that connects, we'll just go through some questions. So great, I have a TradingView Pro Plus. Can you tell me how to change the leverage in paper trading? I know how to do it on Black Bull Markets, but how about in TV's paper trading? So with a paper trading account, we don't actually have any influence over how that works, because our demo environment is not integrated within TradingView. So the demo is not connected for TradingView. It only applies for live accounts. So you need to have a live account set up with us in order to access or be able to integrate, connect rather your TradingView, your trading account with Black Bull Markets into TradingView. As you can see, I've connected up here. I can see what shows me my position logs. It shows me historical trades that have been placed on the account, an account summary. Of course, this would show me my balance. If I have any open positions, the leverage here, and of course the historical trades. Now, these are trades that have previously been placed on the account, and it's all been tracked with their respective order IDs. And of course, when we'll start to place some test trades later on in this webinar, we'll be able to see them floating in the positions tab. So that's the first step, is to connect your account. Once you've connected your account, you'll be automatically routed to view the Black Bull Market's trading symbols. Now, the Black Bull Market's trading symbols can be found by hitting the top left toolbar and going on to the symbol search button. Now, if you do not see the Black Bull Market symbol here, it means you haven't logged in. And then what you can do is you can right-click where this would be your source of your symbols, and you would overwrite it, and then you'd hit Black Bull Markets. And then that would select all of the symbols that are currently streaming on our price feed onto the TradingView, onto your TradingView chart. And it's sorted by groups as well. So as well as FX, we have nearly 400 assets you can trade stock CFDs. And of course, TradingView is pretty popular for both stocks viewership as well as crypto. So again, if you wanted to look at a stock, you'd simply click Tesla, for example, double click it, and it will appear on your chart. There you go, and that's the price of Tesla. Of course, the US market is closed now, so when we go to any moving prices, we'll go back to FX for a reference. So just to go back again, you've got futures. You can also search under all symbols as well if you're looking for a particular asset to trade. FX, as you know, we're primarily an FX CFD broker, so the most traded volume through our platform goes through FX indices. And we've recently launched some crypto assets as well, which you can also trade through your TradingView account. And these are the main crypto CFDs we offer. If we go back to FX, and for argument's sake, in this video, we're going to be looking at the pound USD. Now, I've actually got a Prime account with Black Bull Markets, and that means I trade with the P suffix symbols. You'll notice that there are two suffix symbols on your account when you're looking at Black Bull Markets FX pricing. The asset that you choose to use will depend on which account type you have. So if you have a Prime account, you'd be trading from the P suffix symbols. And here we are, pound, dollar, GBP, USD, P. Another question in here from, there's a few questions actually. Give me a second, we'll just go through some of these. We taping this webinar? Yes, so this webinar will be recorded and will be posted on our YouTube channel. We will receive a link as well with the webinar recording. Demo account, we just touched on this previously, but you're unable to connect your demo account at this stage. It's only the live accounts. TradingView is available via a mobile app, so that's pretty advantageous. They are actually just in process of getting broker connectivity on the mobile app. So very soon you'll be able to place trades on your mobile app. Anyways, we'll reserve answering more questions at the end of the webinar. We're just going to quickly get started with some useful tips on. So when you do initially open up a TradingView platform, the first thing to note is that you can customize your chart. So if you're used to trading on MT4, MT5, or any other platform, you can quickly customize your chart as to how you like to view it. Now, some people like to see bull candles and bear candles in different colors, etc. So these can be changed here. Again, under appearance, you can use different grid lines, for example, and you can also tag in different events in terms of market sessions. We have bid and ask lines as well, so it's important that when you are trading by default to have the bid and ask line set up so you can see exactly where the spreads are at any one time. Sorry. Hope everyone can see that. Okay. Another useful tip is if you do click the icon here, you can also select dark mode. Dark mode is another popular view. There's two default modes: dark mode, black background; light mode, white background. Different color candlesticks. Also, TradingView, the reason why it's so popular is because it also forms as a social trading platform, and several people can post ideas about different assets that they're trading. And if, for example, if we go on to this right-hand toolbar, we can start exploring more features for data behind assets you're trading, as well as information, news updates, economic calendar updates, etc. First thing to start with is our watch list. So I've created something called a red list here, which is a default setting in TradingView, but you can actually add the key assets you like to watch within your watch list. This is something that is very useful to if you're quickly looking for a price of an asset. Say, for example, we wanted to add an asset onto our watch list, looking to add Bitcoin as an example. I'd simply go onto crypto or under all and search for BTC USD, and I'd click the plus button, and that adds the asset into my watch list. And then you can see the change on the day. You also get an advanced view where through your watch list, you can see where your diversification is for your symbol distribution, and also the movement on that respective day for how the symbols have performed. Graphical analysis too. So it's very useful if you're looking for more graphical analysis. Now, as well as that, you can look at news events that are going on, and this is directly plugged into Reuters or various other news outlets in which you can look at, I guess, what's going on fundamentally in the in respect to the asset you're trading. Economic calendar as well, ideas that are posted about the asset, and other social contribution ideas. Is the idea stream, live stream events as well about what's going on in the market. So as we continue, after we've created a watch list, you can also start analyzing your charts. Now, first thing to note is that when you are drawing trend lines and resistance lines on TradingView, it can be pretty sensitive. So the first thing that I do is hit this magnet button, and that magnet button, you can either choose a weak or a strong magnet. In this case, we'll go for a weak magnet. This magnet mode basically makes drawing support, resistance, trend lines a lot easier and quicker. It's an alternative method to typing in the numbers or drawing in a trend line. So once you enable magnet mode, you can draw any line on any chart, and it will automatically connect to the open high, open close of your chart. So let's go for an example. So if we're just going to draw a simple trend line on this pound dollar, this is a 4-hour chart, by the way. This is your time frames, of course. Just drawing a trend line here, and you'll be able to see that it's pretty sticky. So it's when regards if we were to turn magnet mode off and to draw the trend line again, you've got to really play with it a bit more in order to get an accurate drawing. So first thing to magnet mode. Definitely a tip in terms of drawing chart and analytical tools on your chart. Same thing in regards to support and resistance levels. If we were to draw support and resistance levels, the best thing to do when drawing support and resistance levels is to look at parallel lines. Now, just lost it for a second. If you are unable to, there you go, parallel channels. So we'll hit one here, just for argument's sake. So that will draw your parallel channel. That is not very straight. Ignore. So that's the magnet mode in action. That will essentially just assist you with drawing lines on your chart, etc. So magnet mode done. Let's now talk about placing trades on your TradingView account. So we have our buy and we have our sell buttons here. We also have our bid and our ask prices. Now, of course, we're coming into the latter end of the session trading day at the moment. But just as an example, we go through buying and selling a trade. First thing to note is that through TradingView, you can actually put your risk to reward ratio and draw in very quickly your risk to reward ratio into your chart. Now, this basically allows you to pre-plan your trade. So if we go through an example here, so if you simply click the button here and hit long position, also to note, you can actually save or add to favorites any shortcuts that you wish to have on the side there. So we're going for a long position on the pound dollar as an example for argument's sake here. We've just clicked it and it set some default parameters. Now, say by rule of thumb, we want to risk 1% to gain 2%. You can right click the button there where we've got the risk level and hit 2%. After an entry price, say of the current market, 1.19492, and that will draw out a 2% risk. Alternatively, you can also drag and drop. The stop loss level, and this will help you draw out where you would like your risk outlet to be. Similarly, with the take profit level, so if we're risking 2%, to get 2%, just for argument's sake, 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, about 240 pips to 240 pips on the pound dollar if we're trading one lot. So that's a great tool to use for drawing out risk to reward ratio levels. We're going to place a trade. Let's start by hitting buy market, and it brings up our order window. If we're going to trade one lot on the pound dollar, it's very cool here, these features to add stop losses and take profits. Now, this is based off our risk to reward ratio. Say, for example, we want to risk 2%. It will give us the actual price for the stop loss, and we want to risk 2% to gain 4%. So 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. We're going for 40 pips, risking 20 pips on the trade. We're buying the pound dollar, and we're in the trade. It's as easy as that. So it's pretty cool. You've got your notifications that come up as well when you do buy a trade, as well as the stop loss and the take profit parameters that are set into your trade. Now, as we discussed right at the beginning, we can now see under positions we've got a floating trade here on the pound dollar. We can see where we've entered. We can see the current P&L. We can see where our stop loss is and our take profit level. If I wanted to zoom in slightly to get a better understanding of where my trade is, if I float to a lower time frame here, I can drag and drop the axes and push it up to get a better grasp visually of where my trade sits. So I'm now in the position, my entry level, and this will continue to just float until it either hits my stop loss or my take profit level. Again, this is a very quick calculation, especially when the order window pops up of risk to reward, which is very cool. Now, what we're going to go through are just some features in regards to drawing more indicators onto your charts and how to set more favorites. So if we just take the pound dollar as another example, we're on the daily time frame here. Again, when you do switch time frames, you may have to go through just setting your zoom onto different charts. And the way you do that is you can either click drag and drop here, drag and drop the axis on the time frame to see historical price charting as well. Now, if we're on the pound dollar here and we want to put in a moving average, for example, what we'll do is we'll hit indicators and it will bring up the indicator button. Now you can quickly search for moving average here, and of course it's already favorited. If I'm going to hit moving average, what's happened is it's drawn a default moving average onto my chart. Now to change the settings on the moving average, I'll hit the settings button and I'll change the input. Now if we look at a 50-day moving average, for example, and we can actually change other inputs too. But just for argument's sake, we're going for a 50-day moving average, and that will now be plotted on the moving average chart here. So as well as 50 days, we are now going to plot another moving average. So if I wanted to look at a moving average crossover, again, I would open up moving average, and it would hit the default moving average, would change the setting to 20 days, and would change the color on this time to say orange, and that will give us a 20-day moving average tool. So what we can see is if you're trading with a moving average crossover strategy, for example, you can quickly identify entry points, exit points, trending markets, etc. And this can be applied across different markets too. So I've now formed, I guess, arguably a chart template for a 50 and a 20-day moving average crossover strategy. So what I can do is actually save this as a layout. Now, what I'll do is I'll hit save layout. So I've gone to the top toolbar, manage layout, save layout. This is, you can rename it. Let's rename this for argument's sake, moving average crossover. And that's now saved, and I can apply that layout onto other charts as well, which is pretty cool. So for example, if we go to euro dollar USD, we can see that it's been applied here as well. So just for argument's sake, we'll just head back to our pound dollar trade where we've got the chart, where we've got the trade running. As well as this indicator, of course, TradingView has an abundance of indicators. As well as that, as well as saving your favorites, there are also scripts. Now, scripts are automated systems that you can run through TradingView, and there is a community of scripts in which you can search via a library. These definitely urge caution when looking at those. There's a lot of community scripts around, so look at the ones which have the most following, have feedback behind it as well. So, just for this example, we're also going to put an RSI onto our chart. for relative strength index, and we can see that plotted here on the daily time frame. Or if we switch time frames, they're also plotted on different time frames too. Let's just get our chart visualization. Great. So still in a trade here. It's an $11 loss. What we're going to do now is just show you an example of closing the trade. So now closing the trade, simply click the X button. You can either choose to partially close, and if you partially close, you can do it by trade size. So say as an example here, I wanted to just close half of the position. I would hit half a lot, partially close, and that's now executed. I've sold half a lot of my pound dollar, and it's gone onto my historical trades as well. You can see if I hit history, I was filled, and this was my fill price. Now, if I wanted to close the rest of the trade before it hit my stop loss or take profit, click close, and I'd close position, and that will close the entire trade. Fantastic. As well as trading, of course, to take full advantage of the TradingView platform, you can also share ideas and contribute to other people's trading ideas as well. Just for argument's sake here, what we can do is we can add text, annotations, images, arrows. You can link this up with your social trading as well. Twitter account, for example. We could write cross here, for example, and this could be a potential entry level. So annotations are possible. They're very good if you're looking to share a chart with somebody else and ask for feedback as well. In terms of the basics, that's really where you should start looking in terms of understanding, forming watch lists, drawing basic indicators on charts, placing trades, understanding how your trade panel works, and also contributing to other people's ideas or having a look at the general social trade community. Now, in addition to everything we've discussed, a great feature also of TradingView is to create alerts. Now, alerts can show up as notifications. You can also actually ask the alert to send you an email to your registered TradingView address, which is a very cool feature. In this case, we can select from various parameters depending on where we've put our indicators. If we're going to do a cross, for example, based up on our moving average, we want to get an alert when, say in this case, we're about 50 pips off of it, when the pound dollar crosses above the 120 level. So in order to set your alert, you'll have your expiration time, alert name, GU alert, as an example, create alert, and that's created, and you'd get an email as well if you've selected that to your email when the pound has crossed 120, which is about over here. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. What we're doing is, I guess, coming to the closing part of the webinar, but it's great to open up the floor for the chat and questions that people might have. Just go through some of the questions that have been asked already. So first question is about TradingView Pro. Is TradingView Pro worth it? Well, as you can see, we have a TradingView Pro account. Now, if you have a basic TradingView Pro or TradingView membership, you're sometimes flooded with ads. Also, you don't have access to the full depth of the indicators, as well as the scripts and signals that TradingView offers. So, and as far as the overall trading experience and quality of use of the platform, it's definitely worth it. There was a Black Friday sale on recently as well if you wanted to buy an annual membership. But with Blackpool Markets, we are offering free TradingView Pro accounts for any clients that come in, have a live account, and trade at least 5 lots per month. If you trade 5 lots a month, you get access to free TradingView Pro for Blackpool markets. Cool. Just go through some of the other questions. I think we touched on this briefly, but in terms of demo trading, of course, we unable at this stage to connect demo accounts. However, you can open a live account with us, have a zero balance in it, so no obligation to fund, and connect that for testing purposes to see pricing, live pricing into your TradingView account. Alternatively, you can fund your account with a very small amount and place test trades in the live environment. I've got a question here about does TradingView have order flow analysis? You can actually get access to depth of market through TradingView. Let's see if we can find it through the search function. Order panel. There we go. Depth of market. So this generally shows you where liquidity sits in the underlying ECN and the amount of orders that you have bid and asks on and at what level. It doesn't actually have values here. We'll have to come and check this point and come back to you, or you can just send us an email and we can send you some more information. But in theory, we should have populating amounts of liquidity on this right and left hand side. However, there is a function for order show analysis. Order flow analysis, sorry. Please show me the entry and exit of a trade. Sure. We've done this earlier. We can do it again, Nathan. So essentially, as per our previous example, you have your buy and sell buttons here. You can simply hit buy or sell. In this case, we'll hit a buy. It opens up an order panel where you can put a market order in, your limit orders, stop orders. In this case, we'll put a market order in, one lot, and you can set your take profit and your stop loss level as per your desired risk to reward ratio. If we're doing 1 to 2%, as an example, simply hit buy by market, and that will put you in the trade straight away. It will show up in the positions tab, and it will float on the background here as well on your chart. So yeah, it's as simple as that, really. We've answered the TradingView demo account question. Yeah, I mean, in terms of TradingView as a package, it really is taking over the trading world. There are over 20 million users now who use TradingView globally across all assets, and to have broker connectivity in TradingView is a true advantage because it's an all-in one-stop shop. You can have your very detailed and analytical tools, the alert setup, charting analysis, position logs, annotations, trade ideas, economic calendar, all bumped into one platform, and essentially use it as a one-stop shop. So now I'm going to close this trade. Yeah, so opening up the floor to any other questions that anyone else has. Overall, I hope you okay. It's just favorites. So you can actually favorite an indicator, or you can create a market watch window. And the way you do that is you go to your right-hand toolbar, which default set over here, and you get a list of favorite assets to trade. Cool. Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed the webinar. We will definitely be hosting more webinars, tutorial sessions, and okay, we're getting some more questions flooding in really quickly. I hope that answered the question to the favorites. How can I calculate risk to reward if, for example, I have an account size of 2,000 and want to use the leverage of 500? How can I set that? And what do I have to do for what do I have to enter for an account size? Okay, so firstly, what the TradingView platform allows you to do is calculate risk to reward before actually entering a trade as well, or outside of the order panel. If I hit long position, for example, on my chart and longing around market price, I can drag and drop risk to reward over here. For example, in terms of setting it for your account parameters, you would hit settings. You would go through your lot size, as an example, your account size to be plugged in here, and if we can find leverage. But I believe the leverage will be at 500 to 1, which is what the leverage is on the trading account at the moment that's plugged in. Now, to change the leverage, so let's just go through an example here. Firstly, so you've got a $2,000 account, 500 to 1 leverage. So that's set arguably with what your account is set up as. So if you wanted to calculate your risk to reward, you would simply work out how much you would want to trade depending on your risk to reward. For example, if you were only wanting to risk 1% of your account, that's $20 on a trade. So in terms of a trade size, therefore, that would be up to you. But in this case, say if we wanted to do a mini lot, 0.1, that means we're risking $1 per pip move. If it is 1% of our account balance, your entry price will adjust accordingly. If you hit OK, and you can also drag and drop if it doesn't plug in. So there's around a 1% level of risk that you'd be placing, $20 risk. As you can see, 1980. So you'd be risking $20 to essentially get whatever reward that you'd be after on the trade. On that green and red thing for your long position, what do the numbers mean? So as per the example previously, we're showing how much we're risking. We're showing the pip distance to the entry level, and we're also showing the amount that that's your stop loss level. For example, in this level, that would be your equity level at that point if you had a $2,000 account. Do spreads widen during overnight trading? So arguably, I mean, we are probably in the overnight markets at the moment as we're coming to a close of the markets. By the way, you can also set your server time, your time for your charts just in the right-hand corner here. So if you hit your time zone, I've got it currently in UTC +2, which is Black Bull Market server time at the moment, GMT +2. And we're about half an hour away from settlement time. Now, settlement time is where technically the FX markets close for 5 minutes, and prices typically do widen spreads because underlying liquidity is thin. What is AutoChartist? AutoChartist is a third-party tool that we're also actually connected with Black Bull Markets that you can use to formulate trade ideas based on their templates of charting analytics and trade signals that they provide. What time is the best to trade currencies? Now, that's a great question. Ideally, you want to trade the currency markets when market liquidity is at its highest, and therefore that is during the crossover between the European and the New York session, which GMT time or UK time is around 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Right during the crossover between those two sessions is where generally you get the most news events and the most opportunities for trading. Good morning, Anish. Will we be automatically qualified for the TradingView Pro once we have traded 5 lots? Or how do we request this? Okay, good question. So the way it works, all accounts that are connected with TradingView are automatically qualify for TradingView Pro once they hit 5 lots. Our system on a monthly basis, what happens is credits back the monthly fee of TradingView Pro back to your trading account. If that answers your question. How to connect more screens? If you do have more screens, desktop screens that you're looking at, you can actually open up new TradingView tabs and drag and drop different screens onto different monitors. Is there a list of settlement time somewhere? So the settlement time, there's only one settlement time, and that is 12 a.m. server time, which is in about 21 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, thanks for all of your questions. That's fantastic. Great that everyone could attend. Great to see the attendance. Please do continue to email us if you do have questions further to this on support@blackbullmarkets.com. Alternatively, tune in for the next webinar. If you want to watch this again, this will be posted on our YouTube channel, and a link will be shared as well posted. Thank you very much.